Happy Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on. Today we're going to make some live calls to agents, listings on the market. As always, if you guys have any feedback, any questions, anything, put it in the comments. Okay. Today I have some follow-up calls to make. So last week we did initial calls. This week it's going to be following up on offers that were sent a few days ago and just checking in, make sure they got it, see what feedback they have, what questions they have, all of that good stuff. So this first one looks like it's been on the market for originally sold back in 2020, relisted about 60 days ago. I would think that they would have more equity, but it doesn't look like they have a decent amount. Okay, let's get this agent's number.
You've reached Jasmine. You've reached Jasmine Sellers with House Brokerage. I'm either with a client or it is after business hours. Your call is important to me, so please leave a name, number, and message, and I'll be happy to return your call at my earliest convenience. You may also try texting me. Thank you and have a wonderful day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey Jasmine, my name is Jade. I was calling about Okay, let's hope it's not like last week. Last week I ran into an issue of I had a bunch of listings lined up to call on and they all went to voicemail. I think I had one conversation. So let's hope we get some answers today. Okay. I always take notes, mark when, what's going on with it. I keep everything pretty simple. Don't have a fancy CRM, just keep everything in Google Sheets. And I'm constantly just updating where we're at with the lead. I'll put, left a voicemail or emailed, or I'll put how the conversation went if I had one. Okay. So we're showing this one's a negative equity. Let's see. It last sold a year ago and almost on the to the T, it got listed a year later. Okay. It was weird.
Your call has been forwarded to it.
Okay. That's just going straight to voicemail both times. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I think that here very soon, now that we're in fall, we're already headed towards the end of October, that it's about to start slowing down. I think that there's going to be a lot more agents not answering their phones. We're taking a lot longer to get back to you. They're busy traveling, doing holiday stuff, all of that. Okay.
This is AJ.
Hey AJ, my name's Jade. My partner James had sent over an offer for your listing on Center Street the other day.
Yeah,
I was just following up, seeing if you guys had a chance to review that.
this is, let me see if I remember. This is the one where you are offering to take over the mortgage payment.
That is right.
Yeah, my client's not looking to do that at this point. But I did present the offer. It's not interested in that.
Okay, is there something specific that turned them off from it?
No, they just want to do a traditional sale.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, if anything changes, please keep us in your back pocket. And if you have any other listings, let us know.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So people might disagree with this. I don't know. I'm sure everyone does it differently. But when there's an agent like that they don't give you any real feedback, you could tell he's real short. I think he was busy. It sounded like there was a lot of noise in the background. So in that situation, when they're busy, when I asked, is there something specific? No, just don't want to do it. They don't want to tell you a whole lot. I could tell he really didn't care to talk, right? So I have pushed before and try to get more out of it. And I think that creates tension. And I've made, agents a little mad doing that. So I've learned in this conversation, if they act like that, I don't push back. I do what I did just now. Okay, thank you. Keep us in mind. Let me know if you have any other listings. And, just keep it super short and sweet with them. And then, of course, I will continue following up. And, that's usually when I can get a little bit more information out of them. This house has only been on the market for 25 days. So there's probably just not a ton of motivation there yet. They haven't even been on the market for a month. They're probably getting, a good amount of showings still. This house is in pretty good condition. So there's probably just not enough, going on, enough pain there for them to want to consider this, or the agent. So I personally don't push back when the agent won't open up and won't give me an actual, actual reason why the seller wouldn't go with this offer. I always put that in my notes too, so I can remember when I follow up, like, oh yeah, this guy didn't want to tell me what was going on, right? So I make sure that I help myself remember conversations. So when I follow up, I can piggyback on my previous conversations. So for this one, I'm going to be following up every 2 weeks. I'll email or call the agent, hey, considering it's still on the market. And even when the property goes under contract, I always email. I have a little email template saved, and it's basically, hey, I saw that you guys went under contract. Congratulations. Please keep our offer as a backup in case anything falls through. And also, in the meantime, do you have any other listings I can look at? Right. So even if the property is not showing as available online, I am still figuring out a way to contact that agent, making sure that they remember me, at all steps throughout this. Okay. Uh, okay. This one also has only been on the market for less than a month, about 20 days. It originally sold about 2 years ago. This one must be, I wonder if this one's negative. Let's see. Because it didn't sell for much more than what it's selling for right now. Let's see. Well, they have a decent amount of equity. Okay. By the way, if you guys, I can't remember if I said this last week or not, but regardless, if you guys are in the DFW area, there is a power hour held in, oh, this house. The seller is the realtor's son. It's the notes from the person who called it said the agent's on board. I feel like when they're family, it gets extra hard because, in general, the seller wants to protect their seller's best interest. And I think that just obviously escalates whenever they're family. I forgot so there's a power hour in Frisco every Friday from, I think it's 11:30 to 3:30. Do I have the link for it? Um, Let me put the link in here for y'all. It's basically a group of people. I think it's usually maybe 15 to 20 people every week get together and you're just making calls. So there will be list pulled for you and there'll be lists pulled for you. You get to call them and then there's someone always there to draft the offers for you. You'll have someone to help you get them closed. There's the Eventbrite link. You can find the Power Hour as well as the Dallas meetup every month. All right.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Jade. I was calling about the listing on Maple Ridge.
Yeah, what can I help you with?
Yeah, my partner James had sent over an offer the other day, and I just wanted to follow up with you.
Okay. Let me grab a laptop. Hold on.
Okay.
Tell me when he sent it over.
He sent it Saturday evening.
Saturday? Yeah, I talked to someone last night about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. What I've sent over the initial, breakdown of the letter, and then let me pull up my email, and then I'm sorry, I've been on the road all morning. I've been up near Oklahoma, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. Do you remember who you spoke with?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Daniel Burgess.
Daniel. I'm not sure that that's our team.
Hold on
I think
second.
you had originally spoke to Trevor on our team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because hold on one second. I thought I had an email in here that says thanks for speaking with Trevor, and
Yes, from James.
yeah, then Nicole and Daniel and James.
Sounds like you're getting a lot of offers.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see. I've sent over to my clients the letter for them. He has gone all day long in Oklahoma.
Okay.
I know they were talking about it last night, and it'll be this evening before I hear back from them.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys have any questions or if you want to hop on a group phone call, we're more than happy to do that.
Okay. Tell me who you're with again.
My name's Jade and I'm with Thrive Mode. So I'm with James, who sent you the offer.
Okay. Yeah, I have sent that over. Looks like it was 10. The big thing is, we're trying to understand this. Their concern is that the house is still going to be in their name.
Right. Are they trying to buy another property anytime soon?
Not at this time, but they will probably in about a year.
Sure. Okay. So what we do after closing is we would set up a third-party servicing company that would essentially come in our account every month and pay the mortgage directly. And they'll keep, track of all those payments. The seller can even get an email every month if they want to. So when they're ready to go apply for a mortgage, they can take proof that that mortgage has been paid by someone else for 12 plus months. And, per the loan guidelines, the lender can actually exclude it 100% from their DTI.
Right. After a year.
Before
a year, 75%.
Right.
Okay. And then y'all basically do I don't want to say a lease to own, but y'all are the financier for the people that you will have in the house. Is that correct?
We would rent it out.
Okay, so you lease them out. Do you do Section 8?
Right. No, we haven't before. That's not a business model for us.
Because that is a question they're going to want to know.
Sure.
Is if you're doing nothing but Section 8.
Oh, no. We've never done that in the past. I mean, we've done midterm rentals for nurses and stuff like that, but most of our stuff is long-term rentals.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, what I'll do is it'll be this evening before I hear from them.
Okay.
And because I just told them, I said, get your questions together.
Sure.
And we'll, address it all at one time. And, I said, you just got to keep in mind, this is still a negotiation. Nothing's in stone.
Yep.
And we'll just see what they want to do. They're a little uncomfortable with leaving it in their name.
Sure.
And so that's sort of where we're at. So we're trying to talk through all of that.
Yep. Okay. Well, sounds good. Yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you guys.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, Kyle. Thanks for hopping in. I'm glad that these are helpful. you have any feedback or questions or anything you want to see, let me know. Let me put some notes in about this call. So this is one where that's her son, that's the seller. So I'll follow up. They're going to talk about it tonight. I'll follow up tomorrow afternoon. And if she doesn't bring it up, I'm going to really push for a group call so we can all talk together instead of her trying to be the middleman. That I think there's a way higher chance of something going through when you can get the sellers on the phone. We had one, it's been a few weeks. The sellers are taking their time, but we had one where the agent was kind of giving me pushback, and I could tell she was feeling iffy about it, kind of had some attitude about it. And we got her to schedule a group call with the sellers. I got to answer all the sellers' questions directly, got to introduce myself, talk to them directly, with her on the phone as well. And now they're ready to move forward. I think that, them talking to me directly, hearing the answers directly, almost always results in a contract, in my opinion, versus, in my experience, versus relying on the agent to relay the information you're telling them. And it can depend on the agent too. We've had some really good agents that have been good at relaying information, and we haven't had to talk to the sellers, but that's a lot more rare. Hi, Abraham. Thanks for hopping in here. What CRM do you use? I don't use a CRM. Well, so I keep track of all of the offers we're sending and the leads that are being called on in Google Sheets. There's a lot you can do in Google Sheets. I am not great at doing those things. Myron is, the king of figuring out all this stuff, and he knows how to integrate stuff and, all the little tricks and tips for Google Sheets is all him, but we have everything set up through there, and it's super, super helpful. It can do a lot of stuff. So I'm keeping track of everything. I have a sheet that I call my offer tracker, and I have a different tab for every single month. Every time a new month starts, starting over, putting what offers we sent out, and I'm keeping track. I keep track of follow up and everything in Google Sheets. We also live in Slack a lot for once we get under contract. We create channels to keep track of, what's going on with the properties we have under contract. And we also use ClickUp for some things, JV leads and also properties under contract, stuff like that. But mainly where I live is Google Sheets. Google Sheets is free and it is super, super powerful. I'm sure you can even Google or, YouTube videos. How can I set up a CRM in Google Sheets? And you'll probably find some really good stuff. But yeah, nothing fancy. Hey, Mario. Thanks for hopping in here. Okay. Oh, I didn't leave notes. Whoops. Let me leave some notes because I've learned that if I try to wait, I completely forget the conversation. I get them mixed up, and then, and then I'm confused when I follow up later. I'm like, what? What is this one? Mm, Yeah, I think Slack is super helpful to keep things organized and keep communication in one place. I like Slack a lot. I think I think Slack's free. I'm sure maybe you have to upgrade for some stuff, but any other questions I can answer, guys? Is anyone in here actively doing acquisitions right now? Okay. Let me see. I know a lot of people always have questions about sending offers on properties that are under contract or calling on properties that are under contract. We do call on those anyways. And oh, this one was taken off the market the day that we sent the offer. We do call on listings that are under contract anyways for a few reasons. One, when doing agent outreach, you want to focus on building that relationship. So, who cares if that listing is under contract? They might have other listings. They might have stuff coming up. They might have leads in their system that could work for you. So you want to call and build that relationship regardless. Second thing, we send a backup offer because everyone here knows that real estate is really fluid. Things are always changing. And just because it's under contract does not mean that it's sold, does not mean that that contract can't fall through. They fall through all the time. We actually get a decent amount of contracts from that, I would say, where they think they have a contract going through. It falls apart. The seller already packed up. The seller already moved out. The seller was already counting their money before they had it. And now they're calling you, hey, we really need a solution quick, right? So send the offer, make the call, build their relationship, be top of mind. So when they either have something that comes up other than this one, or this one falls out of contract, you're the first one that they think of. Okay, if I am a one-man army, how can I submit reasonable offers and make it as efficient as possible? Do I JV with underwriter in Subto? I'm a student. Oh, cool. You're in Subto. That's awesome. So I would say two things. If you could JV with someone that's really good at underwriting. I think that there are a lot of people that like to be on that side of things. They like to be behind the screen, underwriting deals, looking at numbers all day. And, maybe they don't like to make the calls. They don't like to build those relationships. They don't like that side of the business. So you two could make a really good team if you're the one that's like, I'll make the calls all day. I'll hand you the leads. You work on underwriting and sending offers. That can be really powerful. Could be a good start to building teams and systems. Or second thing, if you don't really want to team up with someone, or you just don't want to go that route, you want to do it solo. Let me see if I have the link. I should have it, but I don't know if I do. Myron Briley. Let me think if I can remember this domain name. I don't remember. Myron Briley has I remember the domain name. He has a system, or he has an LOI generator that is connected to a calculator. So you take the numbers. I think he's released this already. If not, I might get in trouble, but oh well. It can do cash. It can do seller finance. It can do subject to. You plug your numbers in, do the underwriting right there, click generate, and it will generate the document, the PDF, the letter of intent, custom to your business, to your vibe, right? You can make the document completely customizable to you. And it'll take all those numbers. So the mortgage balance, the cash to seller, the agent commission, it'll pull those numbers and stick it on the LOI. You download it and send it off. It's really quick. I personally am not a numbers person. That's not my thing. I don't care to be looking at spreadsheets all the time. Not me. But I love the LOI generator. It is so easy to use and it's really fast. I can get LOIs out really quickly. Like a ton. I need to keep track because I honestly don't have a number to tell you like how quickly I can get them out, but pretty fast, a lot faster than trying to do everything manually. Here's a website you can go to. You can find that LOI generator. If you're a sub 2 student, he also has a contract generator, so that's cool. But yeah, I hope that I answered your question, Kyle. I would, depending which route sounds more on point with your goals, I would either, do the JV model or just do it solo and invest in a product like this. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad.
Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 817-253-9607 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Adam. My name is Jade. I'm calling. Okay, another voicemail. I did have an agent call me back, so let's call her and see if she'll answer or if we're going to be playing phone tag. Okay. Kyle, how long have you been in sub 2? I'm just curious. Which agent called me back? Oh. Okay.
We reached out.
Okay, we're playing phone tag. 2 months, located in Plano. Really cool. That's really awesome. Have you gone to Power Hour? I did. For anyone watching, I did it at the very beginning, so I'm not sure if anyone's watching, but there's an Eventbrite. You can find the Dallas Power Hour and the Dallas Meetup, monthly meetup. Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for hopping in here. You're much like Kyle. I'm a one-man army, but I want to hit 20K before Christmas. Do you have any tips on how I can reach it? I tried both direct to seller and direct to agent. Love the goal. Love the 20K before Christmas. I think that is doable depending on how much time and energy you put into it. You tried both. So is there one that you are leaning towards, or are you kind of looking for that answer? I mean, oh crap. Sorry, I just accidentally locked my screen. So with direct to agent, that's primarily what we're doing. We do direct to agent and we do expired listings, more so just on market direct to agent. But with the direct to agent, you obviously the marketing budget is small, can be very minimal. You maybe need to pay for batch leads or prop stream to pull your list. Other than that, you know, calling on agents, you don't have to do skip tracing. You can find their numbers for free on the listing. You don't need a fancy CRM, right? It can all live in Google Sheets, like I talked about earlier. And so the direct to agent's probably going to be more of a money saver. Your profits may not be as large as with direct to seller, but people tend to make a little bit more money on assignments with direct to seller with no agent involved, but it's going to be a little bit more costly getting those leads, right? You are going to have to skip trace. You're going to have to spend more time on the phone figuring out which numbers are correct and, stuff like that. So, or you need to buy a CRM that will send out automated text things, you can do things differently, but in general, direct to agent can be cheaper than direct to seller. So those are two things to consider depending on your budget and how you want to go about things. Let's see. If I wanted to make 20K by Christmas, if you're a one-man army, I would squat up with a team that is doing consistent business. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to join the team, but I would talk to whoever on the team, figure out what are they looking for, what's their business model, how can you go replicate that, and whenever you get a good fish on the hook, take it to the team, let them finish, closing the lead, getting the contract, dispoing it, doing all the back end work, and I would solely focus on getting really good at being on the phone, assuming that that is your thing. Assuming that that's what you want to, that's the role that you're good at. I would get really good at being on the phone. I would solely focus on finding the leads, calling the leads, moving them to the point of needing a closer to step in or needing a contract sign, and pass off to a team that has proven systems, that has a buyer's list and things like that. So you can spend more time bringing in more leads versus you're going to be, one man show. You're going to be spending a lot of time. Okay, I got the lead. Now I got to do the contract. Now I got to move the contract. Now I got to coordinate with title, right? So you're going to be spending a lot more time trying to move that lead forward versus you can spend a lot more time just on the phones getting more leads, which lead to more checks, right? So that's what I would do. I would either join a team or JV with a team and focus on one skill and get really good at that. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if there's any follow-up questions there or if I didn't fully answer the question. Yeah, that is a great goal. And it's really doable. I mean, yeah, it's really doable. 2 months. Especially if you're full-time in this, it's doable. Well, cool. Okay, let me see. I think I'm so glad. Thank you for everyone that's asking questions too. I really like this to be an interactive thing. So I appreciate you guys hopping in here and commenting and making a conversation out of it. Let me see if I have anything else to call on. Okay. This one, we set an offer the beginning of the month, and I've called, I've emailed, everything, and this agent doesn't get back to me. And then I had one of her colleagues call me and say, hey, I think she was in the hospital, or her family member was in the hospital, something, and she hadn't had time. But that was like 2 weeks ago, I think. And it's been listed since March of this year, over 200 days at the same exact price. So I'm going to assume, let me see if this one is negative equity. It's not negative equity. I mean, they have a decent amount, so that's interesting that they won't budge at all. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe the agent just never answers the phone. Awesome. Cool. I'm glad it was helpful. Let me know if you need any help with your leads or if you have any follow-up questions. You guys can always DM me on Instagram. My name is on the screen at _ not so jaded. Shoot me a DM. Let's chat. Okay. Let me see if this agent will answer. Abraham, you need to connect with more Cali agents. What are you doing right now to connect with them? I know that some people, I know there's kind of two different models in direct to agent. One being you find listings and call on those directly. Two being you pull a list of all the agents and just reach out one by one. And hey, do you have anything? Do you have, this is what I'm looking for. Can you find me this type of thing? I don't like that, for the main reason being there's so many agents that don't do business. I read a stat the other day and it was like 87% of agents fail in the first 5 years. That's a ton. There's a ton of turnover. There's a ton of people that don't make it. There's a ton of people that join and think, oh, I'm going to make some quick money. I'm going to go sell some houses and it's just going to happen so easily. And you quickly learn in this business that that's not how it goes at all. It is rough. You have to really have thick skin. You have to be all in to make this work. So with that being said, if you're just reaching out to all these agents, you're reaching out to agents that don't do this full time. Like probably 99, 99, 98% of them don't do it full time. They have other full-time jobs. And this is just a little side gig that they list their best friend's house or they list their parents' house and that's it. So I think it can be kind of a time waster reaching out to all these agents that don't do business versus when you're reaching out to agents that have listings on the market. I mean, granted, maybe they only have one, but at least it's proof that they are doing some type of business. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. High performing agents. Yeah, that's helpful if you just reached out to them. I could see that. But yeah, pulling an entire list, it's ridiculous. Someone told me that 100K was doable by Christmas. That's insane. Yeah. I mean, I think that everyone has to remember that there are levels to this, and you have to start out on your level, and that's how you work your way up, right? Just like with anything, just like with going to the gym, you don't go in and lift 200 pounds off the bat. You're working your way up day by day. So, what's achievable to some may not be achievable to you right now, and that's fine. Yeah. I would definitely get, one of them, Bachelors or Prop Stream. I don't know. I don't know that I have a preference, but one of them is helpful to be pulling a list and finding those leads. Okay.
This is Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. My name's Jade. I was calling about the listing on Austin Valley.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
My partner James had sent over an offer for that one, and I just wanted to follow up and see if you guys have had a chance to review.
Everyone that sent in an offer, I have responded, but let me see. Do you know how much it was for?
Let me pull it up. So this one we were offering to take over the mortgage payments and
hold
pay
on.
their.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
Okay, what do you not like about it?
He doesn't want it. He wants the cash. He wants to sell it. He needs the cash, and he's not looking to own or finance. He's not looking to hold on to the payments. He's not looking for any of that. He just wants the funds.
Got it. He wants to go buy another property or something.
Yeah, and his property is well worth it. It will make decent income. He's updated and improved everything in there. So if it doesn't sell and he gets what he wants when he wants, and he's just going to stay there.
Okay, he doesn't necessarily need to move or anything.
He doesn't have to. He just wanted to move to the country. He's got a lot of toys.
Got it. Okay. Well, if anything changes or if any other listings come up that you think may work for us, please let me know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that guy's not motivated, which that was the one I told y'all has been on the market for 200 days and they have not changed the price. So that makes sense. He's not motivated to move. He doesn't really have to move. It's just, I want to if I get what I want, right? So that's going in long-term follow-up. Okay. Oops. Let me see what else I got. I bet I emailed that. Oh, this agent called me back again. We were literally playing phone tag back and forth. Whoops. She doesn't answer. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. It's probably going to be so awkward when we get on the phone because we've called each other a million times. Okay, let me see if I have anything else to call. In the meantime, do you guys have any questions? I'll put my seriously, we are paying tag. Like I think I've called her like 6 times and she's called me back like 4 times. Oh my gosh. Okay. This link, if you guys need help with leads, you want a JV, our team can help you do everything from closing the deal, underwriting it, structuring it, getting the contract, dispoing it, all the things. Feel free to submit a lead there. We'll check it out, collaborate with you on it. If you are a buyer and you want to be added to our buyers list, I will put that link in here as well. Check it out. And of course, as always, you can. Oh, okay. As always, you can DM me on Instagram. Thank you. Okay, I might be out of leads. Let me double check. I think I am. Well, I'm going to call it for today, y'all. On Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, be going live for the Not So Jaded podcast. As always, I'll be live every Tuesday making calls. So come back next Tuesday. If there are is there anything you guys want to see? If there's any feedback, any questions, feel free to comment. Feel free to DM me. Whatever works for you. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I really appreciate you tuning in every week. And I will see you guys on Thursday.